Welcome to the lounge, where we challenge accountability. I'm Urban, and we don't do surface talk here. We use emotional intelligence. Thought-provoking, mind in motion, truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought-provoking. Every beat a question, every bar a lesson. I turn the mic to a mirror, life's a session. Urban in the mix, soul and intellect blend. We ain't just talk truth, we set trends from Dallas to the world. We break that ceiling, no clout, just facts, that's the real feeling. Thought-provoking, mind in motion, truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought-provoking. Trap drums drop, but the message don't fade. Every thought sparks like a hand grenade. Faith, pain, love, and drive all collide, that's how minds revive. All collide, that's how minds revive. Thought-provoking, mind in motion, truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought-provoking. Mind open wide like a city skyline. Every topic shaped by design. The urban lounge where ideas ignite. Late night thoughts under podcast lights. Every episode of thought design. The urban lounge where iron sharp iron. We build from the ground like truth rewiring. Can't fake what's felt when the mic's ignited. If you listening now, you already invited. Thought-provoking, mind in motion, truth be stirring, deep emotion. No filters, no faking. This here, thought-provoking.
Warning, the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
I have a problem with this whole idea that the man needs to like the woman more than the woman likes the man. I don't understand that. Why we can't like each other equally? I know it's I've heard it my entire life. You supposed to like a man more than he likes you.
Well, you heard that your entire life?
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely.
I've never heard that.
Because you're not a girl.
Okay.
I mean, that's
make
just,
a whole lot of sense then, I
that's
guess.
the reality of it. I'm sure most women have heard that saying, you're not supposed to like a man more than he likes you because you'll get hurt. Not necessarily about the way that the man treats you, but more, it was most specifically for me, in my experience at least, it was most specifically about you getting hurt. Because,
wait, but who told you this? Was this adult women?
Yes,
was this
absolutely.
friends?
No, adult women, grown-ups.
Man.
Here's my thing. I am deeply, madly in love with this man. And he is also deeply, madly in love with me.
Exactly.
In my mind, on the surface, I get the concept that as a woman, you are seeking a man that likes you more than you like him in an effort to guard your heart.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But if you're going after the right man, or you allow yourself to be approached by the right man, then it's not going to matter. If you guys like each other the same, then it's going to work out like it's supposed to. I think the problem, and this is just my humble opinion, I think where this saying comes from is women who go after men who really don't like them.
Okay.
Not necessarily that the woman likes you. Well, I guess technically the woman does like the man more than he likes her, because he actually doesn't really like her. He just in it for the fun of it. So if you're seeking something like that, then absolutely your feelings are going to get hurt. You're not going to get treated like you should. But if you both like each other, if it's reciprocal.
I was just about to say, that's why reciprocity is important. I mean,
things work out just fine.
Seems like a no-brainer to me.
I can't say I don't understand it, because again, I just explained that I do understand it. But again, if you're going after And that's on both sides. If you're seeking a partner that is also seeking the same things that you are, then reciprocity is going to happen and the relationship is going to be equally balanced as far as attraction, physical, emotional, mental, all those levels of attraction will all fold in together and mesh and come together for a beautiful relationship.
Let's have a conversation, y'all. Let's have the conversation. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the lounge, y'all. Welcome to the lounge. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Salute to my my new followers, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all my new followers. The one who's reviewing all my shorts that I put out and my videos that I put out. And I appreciate y'all not only taking the time and effort to review the video or view the video, but y'all were also keeping the chat engaged with conversation. So I appreciate that a whole lot. Appreciate y'all a lot. Appreciate y'all. Now, I know the new followers, y'all not used to seeing me on going live and stuff, but yeah, I do go live. I go live at least maybe once or twice a week, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do have a live show, so I would encourage you, if you're catching the replay of the show, I would encourage you to check out my live shows. I also encourage you to have your notifications set when I do go live. That way you can actually not only catch the live show, but you could also be engaged in the chat as well too. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. But once again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel, support the videos that I put out. The thought-provoking content where it challenges you to think. All right, so appreciate you. Appreciate you. Salute to everyone in the building right now, and I appreciate y'all as well too. And everyone who is catching the replay of the stream, I appreciate y'all for tuning in as well too. We got the one show that we got to talk about. We got a topic that we got to talk about. I wanted to show that clip because it's going to be the whole premises of my argument for tonight's conversation. All right. So it came to my understanding that we honestly believe that men are supposed to love women more than women are supposed to love men. Once again, came to my attention that men supposed to love women way more than women supposed to love men. I'm curious to want to know what's y'all perspective on this. Do y'all agree with this? Do y'all agree that men supposed to love women more than women supposed to love men? Or do you believe that it should be equal in this situation? Or do you believe it's supposed to be the other way around, where a woman's supposed to love the man more than the man loves the woman? We're gonna talk about this on tonight, y'all, because I have my perspective on this particular topic. My perspective on this topic is that I don't agree with a man loving a woman more than the woman loves him. That is absolute bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Not only that's bullshit, but that's absolute simp behavior for real. To be quite honest with you, when I think about it, you know what I'm saying, this is the reason why marriages is in the condition that they're in right now in this modern day time. Because there are people out there, matter of fact, there are women out there and men as well too, who literally believe that they're supposed to love that woman more than the woman loves him. They honestly believe that. They honestly believe that by them doing this is all part of them being a man. It's part of them being a gentleman. It's part of being chivalrous and all these different other annotations that they want to put behind this. But I'm going to tell y'all that it's absolute bullshit.
That's bullshit.
It's absolute bullshit. This is another one of those type of conditioning or grooming tactics that been taught, throughout generations to make men comply with women. Just gonna call it for what it is. There are a lot of grooming tactics out there that that women being using against men. You know what I'm saying? One of which I had talked about is stuff where they groom men into this simp like behavior. You know what I'm saying? Where they'll use their bodies as weapons. They'll manipulate that man to make him be compliant with her. That the moment when he step out of line, that's when she withdraw her body from him. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Where you do something wrong, right, and your woman allegedly puts you in the doghouse. And y'all know what the doghouse mean, right? That means that she puts you on the couch. That means that you can't sleep with her. And keep in mind that if you are indeed the protector and provider of your household, right, how in the hell do this said woman or said wife, right, have the audacity to tell you you're the protector, you're the provider, you're paying the expense and different things like that for the household to keep the household the way it is? How in the hell do this woman have the audacity to tell you as a man that you got to sleep on the couch because she's on her feelings right now?
That's bullshit.
But keep in mind that there are many women and men agree with this, that, it's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. Oh, it's all right, baby. I was going to sleep on the couch tonight since you mad. We got to separate. Shit. Mm-mm. This also goes with the concept of talking about happy wife, happy life. I don't agree with that neither. I don't. I think that's also a form of a grooming tactic. You know what I'm saying? That modern women and these said weak men use. I do. All of this is coming into the point of the conversation that we're going to have tonight. That there are people who honestly believe that a man's supposed to love the woman more than the woman loves him. I want to present this on premises to y'all that when a man do that right, when a man think like that right, what it does is that it opens up a Pandora box with that woman, meaning that woman now believes that she got options. Hence, this is the reason why the divorce rates is high it is right now. And also this is the reason why that it always be 85% of women divorcing men versus the other way around. Because that woman believed that she got an outage. She could at any given time she could use that scapegoat. Now, if she said that she loves that man, right, then it'll be no way in hell that she will want to divorce that dude. Now, also, I know that there are other nuances behind this, such as, toxic relationships and different things like that. But for the sake of this conversation, we're really not talking about that. Okay. I'm aware of it, but we're not talking about it in this particular conversation. Okay. I want to share with y'all that I honestly believe that when you do things like this as a man, that not only you emasculate yourself, but you literally diminish your relationship. You diminish your relationship, and on top of that, it literally affects your mental health as well too as a man. It do. I want y'all to understand, men who believe in this, right? I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to understand this, okay? I want y'all to understand that once when that situation happen, right, then you're going to be looked at differently. You're going to be looked at as weak. You're going to be looked at as a weak male. It is what it is. I want y'all to also understand that women do not, once again, women do not want a yes man. They don't. Because the moment when she believed that she could manipulate you, she could use you and abuse you, guess what? She's going to do just that, and guess what's going to happen? She eventually is going to get bored with you. Then after when she get bored with you, guess what she's going to do? She's going to go ahead, if she's married, she's going to go ahead and file them good old papers, divorce you, take nearly half or probably 80% of your said community property, right? And if you have children, guess what? Your children are out of there. And on top of that, you're going to have to pay child support. So I want to share with y'all tonight that it is not good for a man to love a woman more than the woman loves him. Now, at the beginning clip that I was sharing with y'all, right, the young lady, she was speaking about this. She was speaking about she don't understand why that people believe in this, right, why women and men believe in this, right? And she made an interesting point. She said this. She said that I believe that it should be equal. Now, for the sake of this conversation, this is going to be one of the only times that I will agree with this particular talking point, where I believe when it comes dealing with actual love itself, I do believe that it has to be a form of equality in that, where you both have to meet each other halfway. Not one doing more the work than the other. No. I do believe that you have to want to meet halfway when it's dealing with the whole premises of love itself or loving each other. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, the reality is that due to social engineering, due to social conditioning, men love women differently how women love men. I also made this point, and people disagree with me on this, right? But I'm going to say it again. I said this. I said that men love women unconditionally, while women love men out of conditions. Once again, men love women unconditionally, but women love men out of conditions. The reason why it's so is because of women hypergamous nature. Long as this man is fulfilling her conditions, right, that she want him to do, that she's going to love him based on the said conditions. Long as he's protecting, long as he's providing for her, long as he's doing, these things that she want him to do, give her the best sex ever, whatever the case may be, right? Put her with her bullshit. There, through them conditions, she considered that as love, and therefore she's going to reciprocate that based on the conditions that she have made with that man. But however, it is different with a man, because men love women unconditionally. Our situations is different, where we don't have all these extremity conditions that we placed on a woman. It's only one thing and one thing only that a man requires from a woman. And that's companionship. That's it. And within companionship, that comes with procreation and, different things like that. But overall, it is companionship. That's all a man desires, is companionship. We could argue and say this. We could argue say that, well, man, he have his homeboys and stuff, other people around him. That's companionship, and that's fine. But it is nothing like having an actual woman on your side as an actual companion, where you could see her every day, you can interact with her every day, she could know everything about you, you could confide it in her, all these different things versus some things that you cannot do with a friend. I'm just saying. So that's the reason why men love unconditionally and women love out of conditions. What sparked this live today is because of this. I ran across a couple of Shira Silver videos, right? Now Shira Silver, she has a very, very interesting perspective with her platform. All right, she encourages women to do this crazy behavior, what they call it sprinkle, and all this other crazy bull crap. You know what I'm saying? But however, I ran across her on a couple of her videos, right? And this is the whole premises of why I'm talking about this tonight, and why I'm trying to let people know that, especially men, know that no, you don't supposed to love a woman more than she love you. It need to be equal. It need to be on an equal playing field. So I want to present this on video to y'all, what Shira Seven was talking about, and I want to get y'all perspective on this particular video. All right, so I want y'all to listen up and hear what she got to say about this topic.
Always make
Now notice what she's saying. Notice the verbiage that she's using as well too. What she's using advantage, she's using power. Okay. I'm going to want to go into more details in this in a few moments.
So, if you're trying to find equal love, equal partners, 50-50, I gotta love you mutually, nope. Because the one who loves you the most is the one you should marry, or the one you should stay with. Okay? Now, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what men say. Because, of course, they don't want to be in that situation. They've been in that situation for most of their lives. The woman always loves them more because women are trained to put themselves last. So if you want to learn something or anything from Meghan Markle, the royal wedding, y'all know that Prince Harry loved her way more. Y'all can see it. Y'all can tell. And that's royalty, right? She got him to love her more. That's how you got to do it. Make sure when you're dating someone, you're not the last priority.
Now, once again, we're gonna break down the stuff that she was talking about. Okay. Now, her whole argument is that yes, a man's supposed to absolutely love the woman more than the woman loves the man, and her reasoning behind this is because it deals with power. Okay. What does she mean by power? It goes along to what I was saying earlier in my opening when I was telling y'all about these type of grooming tactics that these women use on men. I was telling you earlier that one of the things that women use on men is that they use their bodies as an advantage to get what they want out of men. So in this particular situation, what Shira is talking about is that, hey, where you allow this man or you manipulate this man to want to earn your love or love you way more, then guess what? You have an advantage over him. You do. Because at that point, he is willing to do any and everything for you. At that point, he's willing to put up with all your bullshit.
That's bullshit.
He is. He's not going to sit up there and correct you because guess what? You to groom him to where he can't correct you. If he correct you, then that's wrong. So this is what she's teaching women to do, is to have this type of form of power, this type of form of leash over men. That's what she's teaching. She has another video I want to follow up with this on. I want y'all to listen to this.
If he doesn't feel more emotionally attached to you than you are to him, then cut it. Don't even feel that for him. Just collect the money. Remember, they're supposed to like you 10 times more. If that's not happening on his end, then stop. Stop worrying about it and just collect your money from him. Okay? Y'all keep rushing things. If you're developing feelings for a man, ask yourself, is he developing feelings for you? The answer is no, then you're not developing feelings for him. Because he's supposed to already have those feelings for you, for you to even start developing any type of emotional attachment to a man. They're supposed to have it to you first. Why? Because you are the woman and you are the prize, and they're supposed to chase you and prove themselves to you, not the other way around. So just collect the money. And if he doesn't start to feel the same way, then if you can't control your emotions and get your money, then you need to go find someone else that you're less attached to. You need to be dating more than one at the same time anyway. Drink tequila. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Drink. Loosen up, bam. Take a CBD. I don't know. Loosen up. Because y'all are always asking me how to make stuff when you're shy. Get unshy. Open your mouth. Speak. Okay? You got a choice. Either sit there and look stupid and shy or open your mouth and speak. It's that simple.
So once again, this is proving my point about the reason why they are saying this, the reason why they're saying that a man should love them more, because once again, this is a power control. It is a form of grooming as well too, to groom these men to be the way that they want them to be. She said that hey, if this man is not complying with you and stuff, right, you're supposed to just go ahead and leave, no questions asked, and collect that money. Meaning that if you have children together, collect that child support. If you're married, collect that alimony or whatever the case may be, and go ahead and leave and find a man or suitor who's going to be give you what you desire, give your demands. You know what I'm saying? And this is the lessons that they're teaching women. And this goes back to the opening video with what the young lady was saying. The dude, he was saying this. He like, I never heard of this before. I never heard of people saying that a man's supposed to love a woman more. That she corrected him and said that she said, yeah, that's because you're a man. But we as women, we've been taught this. We've been taught that a man's supposed to love us more. But once again, the whole reality of this is that no, a man do not supposed to love a woman more, but it's supposed to be on an equal playing field where y'all both are loving each other on the same level. Okay? Because if you don't do this, then once again, like I'm showing to you right now, it becomes a power struggle. It ends up becoming one of these situations where this person's trying to groom you. They're trying to get you to comply with them to be the way that they want you to be. I'm gonna give y'all one of my personal anecdotal examples. Okay. So those of y'all who've been following my channel, y'all know I've been transparent with my previous relationships and stuff, right? Preferably my last marriage. All right. So one of the things that's I had finally realized what was happening, that it was a form of grooming. The reason why, because of several reasons. First of all, she was older than me and I was younger. Okay, she was almost like 6 or 7 years older than me, and I was at that time when we got married. I was in my 20s, my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? So it was a form of grooming that was happening there and stuff, where I had to comply to all these certain things. But back then, I didn't know that it was grooming. Back then, I thought it was part of me being a man. Back then, I thought that it was okay and acceptable for me to love her more or love her harder than she was loving me. In fact, I was taught as a younger man that this was a duty as a man to love that woman more. Facts. Which this leads into this simp-like behavior, this simp-like grooming behavior. And so now when you fast forward, my situation fast forward now and fast forward into this modern day era now with these women, they actually agree with this. They actually agree with that, hey, a man's supposed to love the woman more, period. But nope, it's not. Salute, Joy. I see you in the chat. Salute to you. And salute to each and every last one of y'all who are tuning into the stream right now, who are tuning in live, or you're catching the replay of the stream. Tonight, we're talking about the topic that should a man love a woman more than a woman loves a man. My stance on this is that I don't believe in, nor I don't agree with a man loving a woman more. Because that is a form of a grooming tactic, that is a form of a power control. But what I do agree is this. I do agree that you should love each other equally. I do agree with that you should be meeting each other both ways. Absolutely, I agree with that. Now, I want to also want to share this with you. Listen up to what she got to say.
The man absolutely has to love the woman more in order for the relationship to work. Let's talk about it. We always hear our elders say the man needs to love you more in order for it to work. And I fully understand this now that I'm in my first serious relationship ever. And my fiance loves me so much more than I could ever love him. And that is part of the reason why this relationship works so well. I love the crap out of my fiance, but I fully know that man will outlove me until the day I die. And I can just feel it in my bones the way that he loves me.
So let me ask you this question. Since when is love a competition? Once again, since when is love a competition where y'all both are competing to see who loves each other more? In my current situation right now, not situation, but in my current marriage right now, we're not in a competition with each other. It just is. You know what I'm saying? It just is. It's similar to people who have children, right? You're not in a competition to see if you love your children more. You just love them, period. So in that same concept, right, why can't be the same exact way with two grown competent adults where you love each other? Because it just is, not because you're in a competition with each other. I'm just saying. Why it had to be a competition when it should just exist? But let's continue.
A man truly loves the woman more, he will never do anything to jeopardize that relationship. I know there's a lot of women who will come on here and say, oh, all men cheat, all men do this. Nope, not all of them. A lot of them. But the men who love the woman more genuinely and wholeheartedly and are usually golden retrievers love their woman so much it's a healthy obsession in a way that they would never even think to do anything to jeopardize them. I always like to say, if he's not obsessed with you, you don't want it. And I don't mean obsessed in a manipulative way. I mean obsessed in a healthy, I can't get enough of you, I feel so lucky to be around you kind of way.
I never knew that obsession was a positive thing. This situation here, I believe that it always be negative. When you're obsessed with something, I believe that it always negative. It comes out negative every single time. I'm just saying. For a man to be that obsessed over a woman, normally it don't turn out good at all, period. Because all it takes is one situation for this woman to screw up, and guess what? This dude is doing some weird stuff. This goes along with, certain cases that y'all see where a woman end up being raped, or, even the children end up being molested because this dude is so obsessed about being in a relationship, having this family, having this woman, having this wife, you know what I'm saying? Obsession end up becoming controlling as well, too. Obsession end up becoming grooming as well, too. Obsession end up becoming narcissistic as well, too. So it's kind of interesting that I'm hearing women say this, right? That they're literally sitting up here saying that they want a dude to be obsessed over them, but at the same time they don't want this dude to do nothing physically or mentally to them, or they don't want to be in toxic relationships too. But let's continue.
These are the men who are your cheerleaders. These are the men who are constantly building you up. These are the kind of men who truly see you as an equal partner and will never be in competition with you. These men will make you feel so immensely loved that you're like, do I deserve this? And you're like, yes, I do. I deserve this amazing love. These are the men who will just look at you because they feel so lucky. These are the men who willingly bring you flowers, who willingly do chores, who willingly show up for you in ways that you couldn't even imagine because they just love you so much and they want to be an amazing partner for you.
And listen to what she's saying. Listen to the more stuff that she's adding on to this. She adding on all these things that she wants to happen in the relationship. But also in her argument, right, she never at once mentioned, well, these are the things, I could do for him. I could do this. I could do chores. I could, get him gifts of affection, affirmation, whatever you want to call the shit. I could do all this stuff too. You know what I mean?
These men will never tell you that you're asking for too much. These men will be like, you want this? Oh, say less, and will go above and beyond the things that you're already asking. Also, these men will not love bomb you. They will love you genuinely, and it will happen at a natural pace so that you can see that this is real and you can feel it. I know so many people are used to getting love bombed and manipulated. This is very different. These are the men that will tell you your standards aren't too high, that you probably could put them even higher, and they will meet those standards. These men will consider you to be their true love, will most likely say that you are their dream person that they have been waiting for their whole life to be with, and they cannot imagine their life without you. Again, yes, I know there's a lot of shitty men out there, but on the other side, there's a lot of really amazing men out there who are great partners who cannot wait to show up for you in a relationship, and you will never ever have to settle for less. When the woman loves the man more, she will always be competing for his time and his attention. It will.
So why is that so? Why is that so? Why is it when the woman loves the man more, it's a competition? It's what I be considered as a competition, but when the man does it, it's not a competition. Why is that? The answer to the question is because, like I have stated on this show before, women are very egotistical. Even the things that she talking about that I pointed out a few moments ago is egotistical, meaning that everything she's saying is dealing with what she wants. Me, my, not us. Now, she mentioned earlier to my, hey, it's equal, right? But throughout her whole statement, she never mentioned anything that's dealing with equality, dealing with love. She haven't. Hence, that's the reason why I told y'all earlier about there's a difference. When men love women unconditionally, women love men out of conditions. And she's literally proving my point on that.
Never be seen as equal, if that makes sense. And she will always be fighting to keep that relationship alive and long lasting. When the man loves you more, he will consistently put in effort to keep that relationship alive, to keep that relationship going, to keep that relationship thriving, and he will never stop dating you. Remember, if he's not obsessed with you, you don't want it.
So once again, she closing out by saying you need to find a man who's going to love you more. Then that she love him. Then she add the new thing saying that he got to be obsessed over you as well too. Notice she said he got to be that way, but not her. She don't have to be obsessed over this dude. She don't. Once again, I want to I'm sharing these different perspectives to y'all so y'all can understand. So y'all can understand the point that I'm trying to make, all right?
The only relationships that will last long-term successfully are as followed. When the man loves the woman way more than the woman loves the man, or when the man and women love each other equally. And the common denominator here is that the man has to be fully fucking invested. The thing is, that lopsided relationship where the woman loves the man more is going to fail because she is putting in overtime. Women will always put in effort in the relationship to make it work, whereas man has to feel fully invested in the relationship in order to make the changes necessary, in order to communicate effectively, in order to put work into the relationship. If you're a woman watching this and you are stuck on that crusty, dusty ass man, this is your sign to take your energy back. Put it back into yourself, put it back into someone who is going to treat you like the fucking queen that you are.
All right, so let's talk about her perspective, all right? And I actually agree with her particular perspective, right? The reason why is because she's talking about equality, all right? Now, what she said is true. It is true that a man have to feel invested in the relationship. What do I mean by that? What I mean that a man have to feel invested in the relationship. In other words, I'm saying this, that he have to feel like he's included into the relationship. Now, on the last video I shared with you, right, this woman was just all about herself. She's been egotistical. She said that, hey, he need to be obsessive over you, and she's not going to do the same as that thing pretty much because she never said that she was going to do it, right? So a man have to feel that he's a part of the relationship. He have to feel that he's wanted in that relationship. He have to feel that he's desired. He have to feel that he's needed in that relationship. If he don't feel these things, then of course he's going to disengage from that relationship. He's not going to be vested in it. And guess what? He's going to move on to someone where he could get that sure type of energy. Now, here's another thing too. Women like to use this bullshit talking point against men to try to low-key call men gay, okay? But this is the reason why men be having connections with their homies, okay? The reason why they be having this connection with their homies is not because they gay and they, DL like y'all trying to think that they are, but they be having these connections simply because they can relate to each other, that him and the homies, they're sharing, they're reciprocated, sharing these type of experiences, sharing this type of energy, this feeling of being accepted, showing the feeling that you're a part of something, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why they be confined into their homies the way that they be doing, you know what I mean? So likewise, it should be the same exact way, or even probably more, when you were in an actual committed relationship, let alone in a marriage, you know what I'm saying? Where it should be more added to that. Case in point, with me and my wife, right? The type of energy that we share with each other is phenomenal, okay? Where we cool with each other, we confine with each other, and we love each other on an equal playing field. There's no, I'm loving her more than she loved me, or she's loving me more than I love her. You know what I'm saying? We're meeting each other halfway, and we just giving it our all fully. That's how the way it should be, versus this whole premises where people talking about that, hey, the man's supposed to love more. If the man love more, the relationship is going to last longer. No. The only reason why their relationship is going to last longer because you as a woman is getting what you want. That's the reason why it lasts longer. But is he happy? Is he content? Eventually what happened is that these type of men, right, and I call them simp crash dummies, right? Eventually what's going to happen, they're going to end up having a awakening moment, and they're going to end up crashing out. And that awakening moment normally happens to where this dude end up challenging this woman one day, where he said, hey, can you can you go to the store and pick up an outfit for me real quick? That woman look at him differently because you never asked this request from me before, and so she don't do it right and give him lip service about it right. Then guess what? Buddy done crashed out. He mad now. I've been doing all this stuff for you and you can't do this one little simple thing for me. You can't go get an outfit for me. You can't give me money, get my haircut. You can't do these different things. She gonna reply back to me, no, because men's supposed to love more than a woman.
That's bullshit.
Not at all.
I have always felt like the man has to love the woman more for a relationship to work, because it's just harder for men to be loyal and faithful and committed for the long term. When a woman loves a man, it just comes naturally to be loyal and faithful and committed, but it's just not in male.
But listen to what she's saying. She's saying that when a man loves a woman more, it becomes natural for a woman to be more loyal. The reason why is because when I'm telling you, because of their hypergamous nature, because as long as that man is fulfilling the requirement what that woman wants, where she groomed him into that, then she's okay, she's happy. Hence that goes back to the whole concept about happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying?
Be like that. Like, men can supposedly love a woman and still not be faithful to her. So yeah, he has to love her more. It has to be at a higher degree, simply just based on male nature for him to stay loyal, faithful, committed for the long term.
No, this is not part of male nature, by the way, to stay committed and all this stuff there. Once again, long as we feel that sense of wanting, sense of being part of something, then yeah, we'll be committed to it. But the moment when we don't feel that no more, then guess what? We're leaving. We're checking out. Now, checking out, it could include that dude going and stepping out on a relationship, which, to be quite honest with y'all, let's be fair on this, okay? To be quite honest with you, when a man do cheat on a woman and he's in an actual committed relationship with that woman, he normally cheat because of what I'm telling you right now. It's simply because he wanted to be feel like that he's a part of something and he's not getting it from that woman. So therefore, instead of him having the courage enough to just exit out the relationship, he decided that, hey, I'm just going to find it somewhere else. And that's what he do. He just find it somewhere else because the woman's not giving him that. This is what it is. Now, I also wanted to share different men perspective about this too, because so far we've seen a lot of women who's coming forth and they're saying the same exact thing, that they believe that a man's supposed to love the woman more than them. All right. So what do these men have to say about this? Do they agree with this or they disagree with this? Listen up.
Men do have to like women more in order for it to be successful. When men aren't as engaged, they will look at other places. When a man is emotionally invested, he's definitely going to put in more effort as well. It's really as simple as that.
Now listen to what he's saying. He's saying this. He started out by saying, yeah, a man's supposed to love the woman more. The man's supposed to love the woman more, right? But listen to the things that he was saying, though. He was saying the reason why is because of what I was saying earlier. If that man don't feel like he's a part of something, then guess what? He's going to check out. But I want to present this to these people who keep saying this, right? That does not mean that a man have to love the woman more. All it means is that man is looking for equality in this particular situation, dealing with love. That's all he's looking for. He's looking for equality in love. That's it. It don't have nothing to do with the man loving more. So I don't understand why they keep reiterating this, like this is something, like this a duty that a man's supposed to do or something, which is not. It's absolutely not. To be honest with you, it's quite unhealthy and toxic for a man to love the woman more, to be quite honest with y'all.
A man needs to love a woman more than she loves him for a relationship to work. 100%. If a woman loves a man more than he loves her, and he's not more physically and emotionally invested, it will never work. Men have to want you more than you want them. They have to love you more than you love them. And that's going to show in his effort and how much work he puts in. When a woman loves a man more, she's throwing herself at him, and he's not really putting in any work. He's not invested the same. He might seem like he cares at first, but eventually he's going to lose interest. Bottom line, the more work
I mean, isn't that the same premises if it be the other way around? Because I also heard this talking point too, and that's why I wanted to share with y'all. Pretty much what he's saying is this: if a person loves the other person more, then the other person is going to eventually get bored with it. That's pretty much what he's saying. So in this situation, that could work both ways, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that the relationship should be equal. You need to be on an equal playing field where y'all both are meeting each other halfway in this situation and y'all giving it your all. You're loving each other on that level versus you're trying to be in competition with each other. But these type of relationships that they trying to present and stuff, and I'm shocked that men are agreeing to this bullshit. I'm utterly shocked that these men are agreeing to this. But when you try to be in these type of relationship, no, it's not gonna last. It is not gonna last at all. And Lionel, he asked this question. He said, "Do I love my wife more than she loves me?" No. I love my wife equally as she loves me, or we meet each other both ways. We meet each other halfway where we give it our all. I give her my all, she give it her all, and we just meet right there in dead center and just making whatever works with us. That's what we do. I've never heard my wife walk up to me and say, "Hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? I am just so in love with you. The reason why I'm so in love with you because you love me more than I love you." I never heard that shit before. Ever. If she were to ever say that to me and stuff, I'd be looking at her crazy as hell. Like what the hell?
What?
Where you get that from?
man puts in truly defines how much he loves you. And he's got to love you more than you love him for the relationship to work.
So there's one before we get to the next video, right? There's one key detail that I had left out, right? That I need to share with y'all. The reason why they are saying this, right? Both these men and women are saying that a man's supposed to love the woman more is because they're basing this on religious premises. A lot of these people, I'm pretty sure they probably say that they're Christians or believe in God or whatever type of religion that they're subscribed to, right? And part of the religion says this is that the man's supposed to, give up his life, meaning that he's supposed to love that person more to where he want to give up his life. Or also, he's supposed to be on the same level as Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? When Jesus Christ literally gave up his life for everyone. So therefore, the man should be the same exact way. So this is the reason why they believe it. In fact, these churches been on grooming men to teach men that you're supposed to love more. You're supposed to love sacrificially. They do. Reason why I know, because when I was in ministry, I was teaching men to do that at one point in time until I started learning the truth about this. All of that is some absolute bullshit. Now, however way you want to live your life, that is totally up to you. If you want to live it, if there's a point in your life where you literally have to protect your family, where it took for you to give your life to do that, then it's nothing wrong with that. But in this particular situation, where we're talking about, where you're literally sacrificing your not only humanity, but you're sacrificing your emotions, you're sacrificing your mental health, just to love a person more or to prove that you love this person more, it's an absolute bullshit.
That's bullshit.
No, not at all. I'm also about self-love. Your self-love should always come first, period. It should always come first. Before anything else, your self-love should come first, because your self-love is what's going to trickle down, and it's going to show other people that you do love them. But if you don't love yourself first, if you don't allow people to do these things to you, to manipulate you or to groom you into these, situations, then that's not self-love at all. You don't love yourself. That's why, after when people exit out these relationships, right, what's the first thing that they say? They say that they feel lost. They feel like that they need to rediscover themselves. They need to redefine themselves. Because of what I'm talking about right now, is because they love that person more than themselves. And yes, in this situation, it could go for both men and women, because yes, there are women who have did that, where they literally sacrifice themselves, right? Sacrifice who they are and everything over this dude, all because they believe that they should have this sacrificial love, which is absolute bullshit. Don't fall for it.
Someone told me that the man needs to love the woman more than the woman loves the man for a relationship to work. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
What you got, bro?
It really does make sense.
Oh, Lord.
Because when she loves him more than he loves her, and he's not more physically and emotionally invested in her, it never works. Men inherently appreciate things more that we work hard for. So when she's more invested than he is, she's basically throwing herself at him. He might like that at first, but he didn't need to earn it. So eventually he's gonna lose interest. He needs to want you more than you want him.
So why are they keep repeating the same exact thing, that they believe that when a woman loves more than the man is not going to be investing into it. He's going to lose interest in it. Why they keep saying that as a talking point over and over again? Since when do a person have to earn that? It does either is or it ain't. A matter of fact, I'm going to want to bring this point too. The only reason why that man is not loving that woman is simply because he never was in love with her to begin with in the first place. Can we just agree on that? Agree on that premises that that man wasn't in love with that woman to begin with in the first place, and he just dare coexisting because he's trying to get something out of it. Same as that situation with that woman, where that woman really didn't love that man to begin with in the first place. There are plenty of videos that I've seen and personal situations that I've seen, not with myself, but with people that I know, where they was in these relationships, right, where the woman literally did not love this dude the same exact way. You know what? Another case in point, with Stephen Curry and his wife, Alicia. You could obviously tell that Stephen loves his wife. He loves his family. But you could also tell that she doesn't love him on the same level. So in that situation, what's going on in that? I want y'all to answer that question. In that particular situation, what's going on with that? Because based on y'all premises, right, Stephen is loving her more than she loved him. So if that be the case, then why is his wife going on these certain podcasts and channels and different things like that, literally disrespecting this dude? If this premise is supposed to work. Now, y'all could probably argue and say, well, they're in a relationship. They're still in a relationship, Urban. Yeah, but it's not a happy relationship, obviously. So if that be the case, why that situation not working? So Will and Jada, same situation. We can obviously see that Will loves Jada way more than Jada loves Will. She even said it. So what's up with that situation? Because based on this premises, right, y'all saying as long as the man loves more than the woman, then guess what? That woman's supposed to be happy. She's supposed to meet him halfway and love him just the same or even equally or whatever the case may be. But these two women, nope, not at all. So it had to be a flaw in the argument. It had to be. It had to be something wrong with the argument. It had to be something wrong with the ideology when we see that these situations is not working like how the way y'all say it is. The reason why it's not working is because of what I'm pointing out to y'all is that it shouldn't be that way. How the way it should be is that you both should be loving each other on an equal playing field where y'all meet each other halfway and y'all give it your all halfway. That's how the way it should be. Facts.
He needs to love you more than you love him. But don't get it twisted. I don't condone unrequited love. But he needs to earn it. Make him work for it.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's the most simplest bullshit I ever heard.
Beta!
Dude need to earn it. He need to work for it and stuff. What the hell? These dudes here. All right, so we had this other gentleman. Let's listen to what he had to say about this conversation.
A lot of you don't want relationships. A lot of you just want control over someone. I'm so tired of some of you making the talking point that you need to be in a relationship where someone loves you more than you love them. Please tell me how that makes sense. Why would you want someone to love you more than you love them? Why would you waste your time? Why wouldn't you want to love someone as equally as they love you? A lot of you just want to be in these one-sided relationships so it can make you feel secure. That's it. That's all. Whenever you take advice from people, say, my grandma told me that the man got to love you more than you love him. Grandma just telling you because she don't want to see you get your heart broken out here, which is respectable. But at the same time, imagine you had a son and he was in a relationship where that woman didn't love him as much as he loved her. You would lose your mind and tell your son to get away from that girl because how toxic and manipulating she is, right? Y'all can sit up here and say you want therapy. You can sit up here and say you found your peace. No, you just want a relationship where you have full control so this person disrespects himself to love you while you don't have to do nothing in return. That makes you feel good knowing that this person has you on a pedestal and you don't have to put in the same effort to be in that relationship. Now, what does that say about you?
So let's talk about it. Everything he's saying, I absolutely agree. Because once again, when you think about it, where it boils down to is form of control. Now, when we reviewed the video with Shira Seven, she blatantly said that it was a power struggle, there was a form of control that women need to do to men. I also mentioned that not only it's a form of control, but it's a grooming tactic where they grooming men to be this way. Long as you do this happy wife, happy life tactic, right, then everything's going to be okay because you're in compliance with their boundaries or things that they want. But the moment when you step out of that boundaries, then guess what? All chaos is going to happen. So yeah, just like what I'm saying, just like what this dude right here is saying too. At the end of the day, it's dealing with that person, that individual who want that to happen because it's a power control. It's a controller situation. It's narcissistic. It's narcissistic in nature. It is. Final video tonight, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the one thumbs up if you're enjoying this thought-provoking content, y'all. Well, I'm challenging y'all to think about this situation, all right? Final content video of the hour. This video is with Myron. Myron had a debate with this young lady, and I pulled this particular clip because I believe this particular clip is going to drive home the final point for tonight, all right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this final clip for tonight, all right?
Men love women far differently than women love men. Men love women for real. Women love men.
Women love men for real.
No, they don't. Women love men under the premise that they provide value. Men love women idealistically. Women tend to love men more from an opportunistic standpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason why I shared this clip last is because this also goes to my talking point where I was telling y'all earlier about the difference between how the way men love women versus how women love men. All right. Once again, I shared with y'all that men do love women unconditionally versus women loving men out of conditions. Now, Myron had proven the point that as long as the man is doing the things that the woman desire out of him, which is provision, protection, you're giving all these different things, gift of affirmation, whatever you want to call this bullshit, right? Long as that man is fulfilling that obligation or that requirement, right? Then guess what? She calls that love. But the love is based on conditions. But however, when it's the other way around, when it's a man, right, he loves that woman unconditionally, meaning that if he's really for that woman, he's going to do everything possible. Once again, he's going to do everything possible to make sure he protects that woman, he provides for that woman, he be the best man possible, meaning that he's doing his very best to meet her halfway. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. But however, that woman is not trying to meet him halfway. The woman is only going to meet him halfway based on the conditions that he follows. That's the difference between the two. That's the reason why I say that men love unconditionally and women love out of conditions based on their hypergamous nature. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this this particular live tonight. Y'all let me know how you feel about this topic. Do you honestly believe that men supposed to love women more than the woman's supposed to love men, or do you believe that the woman's supposed to love the man more, or do you believe that you're supposed to want to love equally as well too? So y'all let me know what you think about this whole entire live. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all tuned into the show. Make sure y'all hit the one thumbs up and make sure y'all check out my other videos as well too. So I will see y'all again on the next episode.